We just got another 3-day candle close, and the volume shows that there was a lot of sellers, but then they failed to push the price lower. The price remains at one point. So Bitcoin is trying to make a checkmate pattern. Nasdaq is showing you it's bouncing off a trend line, and that trend line has been valid for over a year. That means most likely this bounce can lead something like this. Maybe it's an ABC, maybe it's a 1, 2, 3 wave, but in both scenario you are about to watch a break to the upside. Can XRP follow? Let's break down. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where the normal retail guys get to learn how to become the next top 10% of this world. We've been busy going through a lot of these crypto assets to show you where the opportunities are, to show you where the breakouts start, to show you where the targets are. It's not easy without all these to run around in this marketplace. With 70,000 crypto assets, watching for those which literally shows you a bullish divergence, a breakout, or opportunity is hard. So if you're interested in that, use the link in the description below. Jump into the Scientific Investor family. Now, say you don't want to enroll for a long period. Say you don't want to enroll for a lot of assets because you only have 1 or 2 assets in your portfolio. You can just buy that one chart to see what you are looking for this week, this month, and write that using that information. Now let's dig into the market. Let's actually look through what the market is showing us. It's more important. You go into the total market, you're looking at some of these assets, they're trying to slowly push higher. We'll take one of them random and look through them. But first, we're looking at XRP. And XRP shows you, yes, the market kind of slowed things down. Yes, we have positive news, mixed news, narrative, but we all understand utility is a part. Yes, that's fundamentals. But the market sentiment matters. And that's one of the reasons why we go through these assets and the total market to give you the right perspective. You look at the macro picture here, then we'll zoom in. But look at the total crypto market, excluding ETH for sure. But you do get to see the point we're trying to make. Each of these legs pushed the price up. So the RSI showing you a trend line and a bounce off this particular trend line on a weekly chart matters. Now you go into the price action. You go zooming in. You like to see if there is a possible reversal coming in. And as we look through these assets, whether that's total crypto, whether that's Bitcoin, whether that's Ether, you get to see we are forming bullish divergence. We are trying to form a local bottom. But Ether still has that momentum to the downside. It is making this rectangular pattern to the downside. So this particular rectangle here is not showing you a bullish reversal. Rather, it's a continuation pattern. So now you're confused. Nasdaq is showing you I can go higher. And then assets like XRP is giving you the narrative, I'm holding on to the support. I'm not breaking to the downside. Rather, I'm holding on to this support. So a bounce is coming. But can we break this to the upside is the biggest question. Because if you do manage to push this higher, that's a 10% run up in XRP. Now, yes, that's not the end of the world. It's not a bigger side of the events. You are just going back to this trend line. Now, we need a break of that resistance. If we don't get a break even at that point in time, watch, we may come back down to even 0.4. It's not the ideal scenario, but if you don't break this resistance as you go up and test it one more time, Ay, ay, ay. Now you look for the bottom. That's the best narrative at that point. You want a short, go, it's okay. But now, when you do look at the Bitcoin and you look at the macro view, you understand that on a daily, it's a checkmate pattern, slowly becoming bullish. On a macro chart, you still have your trend line support. If you see this weekly candle closing in as an inside candle, that will give you more idea which direction we're going on to. And most likely, with the volume, we'll understand that. Say you use the volume on a monthly, you use the volume on a weekly, you zoom in. So on the monthly, you have increasing selling volume. Someone is selling on the other end. But the price is not dropping like a stone, which means all of those selling volume is being absorbed by someone. And remember, this started from March, and we're still above this support zone. This is the all-time highs of last cycles. And we watch the fact that the price is remaining above that in a bullish flag. Now, for some people, that's a lot. They're like, whoa, I understand. I have patience. I have discipline. For some, no, you need more. Yeah, I agree. You go into the market, you are looking at the weekly. Now you are like, okay, there should be some corrective session. Maybe we'll come to 53. Can I use that? If that's you, yeah, fine. Just follow the momentum. How can you do that? Just use a Heikin-Ashi chart. Say go on to a 3-day or a daily and follow the candle signs, which is easy. Whenever you are in red, you're not buying. You'll only buy when there is a candle close in green. This is the easy part. And if that candle close in green comes in at a time when the MACD is crossing to the upside, the RSI is breaking its moving average to the upside, yeah, you definitely buy. If that's me, I would do things like that. Say you're trading the market. Now you go zoom in. You have to apply similar idea, but for sure, you need to get the help directly from your indicators. So here when you use your RSI, if the RSI shows you I can break higher, okay, we then ask the RSI, okay, fine, this time you may break higher. But what's going to be the next level of resistance? How high can you go? So if the strength index can push that higher, maybe the price is going to come back, retest this. So the checkmate pattern on the short end can likely show you the downside momentum is reducing if you manage to put a higher low here. If you don't, if you put in a lower high, we may break to the downside. Right? Both are different scenarios. One, you're looking to form an inverse head and shoulder. And for such a move in the market can still come back down to $55,000, $56,000 and make that reversal sign. Because on the macro, you still remain the same. But the trouble is, the day-to-day movement in the market is going to increase the emotions. That's one of the reasons why you go look at the macro charts of the stock market, of the risk on assets, and then come into the crypto market. So now, if you're comparing one asset to another, it's okay, but understand these assets, they don't move alone. Maybe one meme coin will do on one side, but you won't see fundamental assets, utility assets doing that. You don't have that amount of speculation on the micro price action day. So if the market as a whole will move, you will watch the entire crypto market and these utility assets breaking higher. Yes, we watch the signs. You're starting to form higher highs, higher lows. It's good. But that's on a daily chart. When you go on a 3-day or a weekly, you kind of see, okay, we've been putting in lower highs. We've been putting in lower lows. Now, can we make a higher low? If we can, then we are looking for a higher high. That's a great signal showing you the breakout is very close from this trend line, this bull flag. That's all it matters. You don't have to go through a lot of different breakdowns. If you're watching for opportunities, the market will show you I'm about to break higher. Then the next tier, which assets may break higher initially? Which assets are still lagging on a macro and a micro? Which of them shows you bullish sentiment? So break that down and you get to see all ideas with clarity. And that's what we do in the Scientific Investor family. So guys, if you want to join that, use the link in the description below. If you receive value, smash that like button. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.